All right, let's recap the semifinals, or at least one of the games that was a semifinal game. Early matchup, you had SWAT versus Channel 4. Actually, a really good game in the first game. I believe the final score was like 17 to 18. A game there where Channel 4 should have won the first game and swept the series, but from some late three-run home runs, that you know home runs. You want to call them home runs. Um, First game was actually really sloppy. A lot of errors, a lot of balls thrown around. I mean, not the typical game that you would think you would see from such two defensive teams. The second game was kind of the turning point for Channel 4 as SWAT just kind of stopped hitting and kind of just slowly fell apart. And then once game two was over, you kind of knew game three was, which way that was going to go. Again, it was a real defensive game by Channel 4 News. And they won the games without, their signature home runs. I mean, a lot of base hits. It was actually not it wasn't just your core, the Petrovics and the, Gabe and the rest of the home running hitting guys. It was actually the role players who, like I said, had to do what they had to do. I mean, they got on base. They forced SWAT to have to pitch to the home run guys, which set everything up really nice. So I mean, that game without the bottom of the lineup helping, the middle and the bottom helping at the top, those games could have went different ways. And again, great defense on Channel 4 News, which is something that they need to get more credit for that they usually don't get credit for because obviously the home run, their offense is so explosive. So congratulations to Channel 4 News to go back to the finals. And then the later game against the Kittens versus Invictus was just a shameful display of softball by my team. You can't even call it a game. It really wasn't. My guys were more worried about what was going on with their fantasy guys than what was going on with the game. For the people who were there, I apologize for the display of I don't even know what you want to call it. It was shameful to even be there. We started off strong, got one run in the first. We're like, hey, this could go anyway. Kind of got a run there. I left the bases loaded with a ground out. We felt good up until Invictus got to the plate where they started shelling out home run after home run. Habib, I'm going to send you a doctor's bill for my chiropractor because every single time I was twerking my neck backwards to do this. Travis, Somerville Department of Electric called me. You hit a ball that hit the power lines that knocked out half the power of Somerville, and we're really, they were upset about that. And Omar and Bob, that farm where you guys are hitting balls, those sheep, we buy those sheep for Easter. So if you can try not to bruise the meat too much, I'd appreciate it for the finals. Now, the home run count Habib told me was 12. I'm pretty sure it was a lot higher than 12. I think it was higher than 12 at least. Now I'm not gonna go into the whole bat sit thing. I'm done with the bat thing. I tried before the season started to get that bat not to be played with. Nobody wanted to listen to me, which is fine. I mean, it's to the point where other teams like Hitman and I believe SWAT has one, and by next season they're all gonna have it. So it's a moot point to complain about the bat. My new crusade is the field. I'm telling you now, we can no longer play on Torpy. It is too small a field. Now, the championship game is going to be played at Torpy. Everyone wants to change. Some people want to change the North Branch one. It's not going to happen. It's too late. I don't have that call. I'm just telling you it's not going to happen. But I'm telling you right now, next year, something's going to happen with Torpy, where either we're not going to use it anymore, or there's going to be a home run limit, or home runs are going to be outs because it's laughable. It took away what could have been a good game, and it just made it a laughable situation. It was basically a home run practice for Invictus. Now, granted, my guys, we had 4 pop outs that we dropped. We misplayed ground balls. I mean, we only scored 9 runs in 2 games. So granted, we were going to lose. I mean, we were out of that game before the get-go. But when you let up 14 runs in the first inning and a half, or the first 2 innings, and 85% of those runs were scored off of home runs, it's very disheartening. It got to the guys very quickly. Again, we weren't playing softball after that point. It got to the point where Travis from Invictus didn't even want to play in the second game because it was just a situation where it was just laughable. I mean, it wasn't fun. And it got to the point where even the Invictus guys, while sure they're going to hit home runs, but their usual taunting and getting in your head, you could almost tell they almost felt bad for us because again, the situation that happened. I mean, again, hats off to them. They earned it. I mean, it's a level playing field. We could have bought the bat. Obviously, I could have had guys who could hit home runs. That's just not how my team is set up, and we knew that coming into it. We just thought we could put more runs on the board and keep it close, which we didn't. So hats off to Invictus. Congratulations. Coming into the finals, they better bring a lot of balls because the balls are going to be flying out again. It's supposed to be a very warm, nice day. I feel there's probably going to be about 25 home runs hit. And as much as I really want Channel 4 to win, I know nobody wants Invictus to win 3 games. I just don't see how any team can compete on that field with those guys with the way they swing bats. I think Bob Wild was, if he made any out, maybe one, I think he cranked out like 4 or 5. I mean, Omar was just cranking them. Travis was hitting power lines. Toledo hit one dead center. Nelson hit one. I mean, I'm almost positive the whole lineup had a home run except for Habib. And, there's nothing you can do about that. And yeah, while Channel 4 has home run hitting guys, they weren't hitting home runs against SWAT. It's not as easy for them to keep up with the amount of home runs for Invictus. So again, I'm gonna say Channel 4 in 3 games. But I don't see how you protect a home run, and that's the only thing. Your defense can be as great as you want, but you can't stop a 273-foot home run. So I don't know. Channel 4, you got. I know you guys have been. I know you guys were there strategizing, taking notes. I know you guys have an idea what you guys are going to do against the players. But again, there's only so much you can do until the ball goes over the fence. So I hope you guys win. No matter what, I hope it's a great game, series of games. So let's see what happens. Good luck to everyone in the finals. And I will see you guys there. I'll be videotaping the game. And that's pretty much it. You guys have a great day.